Hello, this is Lucy Nathanson, child therapist and founder of 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 I commonly get asked is, what causes selective mutism? And did I as a parent contribute to my child developing selective mutism? So the first answer is no, you as a parent did not cause your child's selective mutism. You have no reason to feel guilty or responsible. The next answer is, in terms of what has actually caused the selective mutism, is it's caused by a combination of nature and nurture, essentially. So often parents will say that even before the child could speak, they showed signs of anxiety. So these are children who already have a predisposition to anxiety. So before they could even talk, they may have shown separation anxiety. So they may have been quite clingy onto their primary caregiver. They were unable to explore their environment, say at toddler groups. They clung on to their mum, for example. And they didn't like people fussing over them in the pram. So they already showed these signs of anxiety even before they could talk. So that is this nature element. And then there is a trigger in the environment. And what this often is their first experience of an educational setting. So going to school for the first time, nursery, kindergarten, they're already anxious children, and then they're dropped off. Parent disappears. They're in this unknown situation, this new room with other children, unfamiliar adults. It's overwhelming. They freeze. They go into the fight, flight, freeze response. They freeze. They're scared. It's scary for any child, let alone a child who already is showing signs of anxiety. They freeze. A well-meaning adult from the setting comes and tries to interact with the child, a well-meaning adult. And how do people usually interact with children? We ask questions. So they might have said, what's your name? What do you want to play with? What do you want to do? This child is in the freeze response. They are unable to speak, respond verbally in that moment. They make that association that talking is scary. After a few days, weeks, months, this association becomes stronger. And now they go home and they maybe even tell their parent, I can't talk at school. I don't talk to that person. People around them start to identify them as the person who doesn't talk. Maybe peers might say, oh, she doesn't talk, he doesn't talk. Maybe adults who may not know about selective mutism may say, oh, she doesn't talk, he doesn't talk. If they're a bilingual child, maybe they believe that they can't talk the language or that they haven't developed language yet. So there becomes this identity around the child that they are the person who doesn't talk. So we've already got this anxious child and now they've got this identity and it becomes really hard for them to break out of it. So in answer to the question, did you cause your child's selective mutism? The answer is no, because you were actually usually not there when the selective mutism was first triggered. And secondly, what caused selective mutism? It's a combination of this predisposition to anxiety. These are already anxious people, and then they get separated from the primary caregiver. They're in an unusual situation, unusual people, unusual place, and they freeze. Well-meaning adults don't know what to do. They try to ask child questions, try to get them to interact, try to get them to participate. This makes it even more scary for the child. And they then soon identify themselves as being unable to talk. The longer this goes on for, the harder it is for them to start talking. So that is what causes selective mutism. I do want to say though that the good news is that selective mutism is a condition that children can overcome. We see children, at Confident Children, overcome selective mutism all the time. We've been working with children with this condition for years. This is what we specialise in. And we've seen children who were unable to talk in a situation overcome this with our support, and they have gone on to be able to talk absolutely freely. So I just want to reassure you that even if these children are unable to talk right now, with the right support, the right intervention, it is a condition that children can overcome. So please have a look at the rest of my videos on this YouTube channel. I've been making videos for years all about selective mutism, so there's a wide range to learn more about selective mutism, and have a look at the website confidentchildren.co.uk, especially if you'd like our support. Please just get in touch. And also our social media, we've got Facebook, Confident Children Selective Mutism Therapy, and Instagram, which is confident.children. I hope that was helpful, and have a lovely, lovely rest of the day. Bye.